I was a sales rep for a Fortune 500 clothing manufacturer, which is part of Levi Strauss. I don't think they're in business any longer. They didn't have me selling anymore. And I started in the home office in San Francisco and then got a sales territory back east. And the territory they gave the newbie and the female was generating $15,000 a year in sales. And we were selling product to stores. We were selling business to business. And when I left, my territory was generating over $2 million a year in sales. So I was able to really grow that. And,
bless you.
Bless you, okay? And the way I grew my territory, and of course the way I grew my cake business, was becoming really good at sales and really finding a way to make it fun and for me to really take a look at what my own obstacles were around that and what my own conditioning was around that, and to be able to work through that, because I knew that was going to stop my business and my success and stop me from living the lifestyle that I wanted to live and to get, to get my message out to people. So how many of you really like to fall in love with sales today? Yes? Are you sure, Holly?
Yes. This is all the raw emotion behind it.
And so how many of you would really like to learn how to do that? Yes? Okay. So what I'm going to do is, just to let you know, we're going to have 2 breaks. And about every 45 minutes, we're going to stop and take a break. Okay. Let me just let you know that if you haven't found out already, the bathrooms are past the elevators and to the right. And if you haven't found the kitchen, there's coffee and tea and some pastries in there for you. So I'm going to touch on several sales points this morning. And one of the ways to really grow your business and to become more profitable is to connect with the people that you need to connect with so you can actually sell them something. Right? You got to have customers first. So I'm sure all of you have heard, define. How many of you are sole proprietors in here? Yes? How many are network marketers? Okay, so not quite half, okay? So you're still, even as if you own in a multi-level marketing company, you're still basically running your own business, right? And still it's all the same. And when I worked for the clothing manufacturer, they were based in San Francisco and I was based in Charlotte, and they gave me no leads, they paid no expenses, they made no appointments for me, they didn't reimburse me for anything. So I was basically totally commission-based, no base pay. So it was either I did it or I didn't eat kind of thing, right? So I had to be creative about how I was going to do that. Right? So I want to talk about target market and niche. How many of you are really clear about who your target market is? Anybody? Right? How many of you have heard the saying, if you know your niche, you're going to be rich? Somebody said that at Diane's death the other day. I thought that was really good. But what I really want to really get you to focus on is your ideal client within your target market is the secret to your success. What I mean by that is finding out who do you really serve and how do you do that well. And the way to find that out is to get really clear on who would you like to serve, and to find out what do they want. What's true is people, and I work with coaches, and I work with speakers, and I work with sole proprietors, and I work with service providers and healers and a lot of different people. And what I hear them say is, I have this great product, and I can't wait to get it out to the world, and I'm going to change everything, and I want to sell it to everybody, and they're all about passion. And yes, you got to have passion to be successful. However, I'm going to burst a bubble here for you. Some of you. People don't buy what they need. They only buy what they want. I'll say that again. They don't buy what they need, they only buy what they want. So part of your job in sales is to figure out what that is. And then you give it to them. So how do you know what they want? You ask a lot of questions. And you do that in a way from a place of really connecting with people and being curious about them. I do visit a lot of networking groups. And I'm relatively new to Denver. I lived in Aspen for 21 years, and I just moved down here. Not in Aspen, but the Aspen area for 21 years. I moved down here in November. So I've been out getting to know people, and that's where I getting to know all of you. And one of the things that I noticed, and I don't mean to make this sound bad, I'm just stating what's true. The majority of people out there have no clue how to network effectively. Because what people don't like is to be sold to. But on the other side of that, people absolutely love to buy things. So how do you get them to that place where they want to buy things without feeling like they're being sold to? And one way to do that is the very first beginning sentence when someone says, "Hi, what's your name?" And then what's the next sentence they say?
What do you do?
What do you do? The way you answer that begins to open up a possible sales conversation or a referral conversation. And so I have a degree in psychology, and I have another degree in cultural anthropology, so I love working with groups, and I love the psychology behind everything. I think it's just so fascinating, and it's a lot of fun. So I'm going to share that as we go along. That be okay?
Yes, definitely.
So let me give you a little golden nugget here about, in a way that I want you to try out networking to see if it works better for you. And that is the answer to that question, what do you do? Most people do their business. They say, I own such and such a business, or I am a massage therapist, or I am a window washer, or whatever they say. That's the vehicle in which they deliver their business. But what people are really looking for is to know who you work with and what you do for them, so they know who to refer to you. Have you ever said you start talking about what you do and people kind of get that deer in the headlight look, right? At first I thought they were just checking out, and sometimes that's true. But what they're really doing, their brains kicked in, their computers kicked in, and they're going, who can I send to them? Who can I send to her? Who can I send to Steve? Who can I send to Joanne? Who can I send to Sue Lynn? They're thinking, who needs what you have to offer? So it's imperative then for you to state in that what do I do statement what it is that who you serve, why you serve them, and the results that you give them. Then they're going to be even more interested in having a further conversation with you. So if you want to go to my website, which is cruisingthroughlifenow.com, and if you click in the opt-in box, there's a free ebook that tells you a formula about what I'm going to tell you here. So if you forget the formula, you can go there, and it's a little ebook that does it in detail. So I'm going to give you the $1 million nugget here, which is how to answer that question. Does that sound good? Mm-hmm. Okay. So how you answer that question is, there's 4 parts to this. I work with so that, and usually they or you, even though the last part is at the end of the day. So I'll give you an example. Hi, my name is Sandy Hargrave, and I'm a marketing business strategist. I work with women entrepreneurs who have existing businesses and want to add an additional 6 figures to their income this year so that they can have more time with their families, live the lifestyle they want, and really make a bigger impact on the planet And I do that and I work with them even though they might not have a clue how to be successful in their businesses. At the end of the day, you pause. I help women business owners become successful. So if I said that to you, what would be your next response?
How? How do you know?
How? Exactly. So that's the invitation question you want to get them to say. And while you're doing that, you can be handing them your business card. And when I do all of that, the psychology is may I use one of your cards? The psychology that we run in most of the time is, and I'm going to get really close to you for a second, is this. Hi, my name is Sandy Hargrave, and I'm a business coach, and I know you own a business. If you want to hire me as your coach, and I can really make you a lot of money, here, take my phone.
I stick it in my pocket and goes to the laundry.
And when that happens a lot at networking meetings, right? And so what's your natural response?
Back up.
So stick it in my pocket and let it go to the laundry.
Exactly. My natural response is, get away from me, right? Because in that place, you're trying to sell something, right? In the place where the statement I said, I'm just dropping an invitation and letting you have the next move. And when I do that with people, here's the psychology behind it. When you go, you're like, this is like working with dogs. You go straight at them, nose to nose. They don't like that, right? So when I do this with someone, I'll say, hi, Marie. And I do my little even though, so what, la, la. And I do this. See that? What that's doing psychologically is I'm giving them space. It also is showing them respect. Psychology is behind everything. And I invite you to not only fall in love with sales, but fall in love with the psychology that you're working in.